So it's been 6 months since I stopped dyeing my hair, and there's a lot I want to talk about, but I know you guys want to see it, so this is it. And this is my hair straightened, by the way. My hair is naturally pretty wavy, but here's what it looks like. And I'm going to show you different versions of it while I talk, so you guys are more entertained. But this is 6 months. Of growing it out. So one thing I wanted to say was my last video was 3 months in, which was half this progress, and honestly by that point I didn't even accept that I was gonna actually do this, because I had gone in the past many times 3 months before dyeing my hair, so it didn't really hit me until after I made that video. After that video I actually cried, because I realized, oh my god, this is real. I'm committed now by putting the video on the internet. It just really hit me that, uh-oh, I'm not gonna have my dark hair again. And I started to actually mourn it. I cried and I really felt sad that I was never gonna look in the mirror and see myself with dark hair again. Because that is the version of me I've known my entire life. And that was sad. I felt so sad. I felt sad even thinking that my pictures are going to be irrelevant soon. And like even just my profile picture for my YouTube channel, eventually that won't look like me. And that made me sad, because that is the me that I've always known. And I also felt like I was letting go of my youth or my beauty in a way. I didn't realize how much I felt like my hair was a big part of my beauty, and I felt like I was just going to be so ugly. And yeah, basically I felt like I was going to be ugly, I was going to look old, and I wasn't even going to recognize myself anymore. But now I feel so different. So right after I dealt with that emotion, and I only really felt that once, I only cried once, I only felt that once, and once I let that go, I was able to accept myself for who I am. I realized that is stupid to hold on to my dark hair as my beauty, because there's nothing ugly about gray hair, and who's to say it wouldn't be beautiful? There's no way to possibly know until I try it, and I can always go back if I really hate it. And since then, honestly, I feel like, even though I have to be honest, I can't say that I like the way it looks. I mean, I don't think anybody likes the way it looks when they're in the transition phase. It's kind of weird. I mean, it looks odd, but what keeps me going is the end result. So I know eventually it'll look really good, or at least it'll look more cohesive. And every month that goes on, I feel like it looks better and better. It blends easier and easier, and I cannot wait until it's fully grown out, but I know it's going to be years. And wow, it is a long and tedious journey, but again, I do like it more and more as time goes on, and it doesn't really look that bad. There are times where it can look pretty bad. Like if I go to the beach, then these gray hairs will stick straight up and be crazy, and that looks not the best. Or if it's windy outside, it looks kind of crazy, but I also just don't really care that much. The fact that I'm letting it grow out, I don't let myself really think about it. So whatever it looks like is fine. I just go about my day, and I haven't gotten any comments about it. And if I have, it's always in a positive way. People think it looks cool, or I'm bonding with other people that have gray hair. So yeah, it's fascinating to see how it's starting to look. I never thought that I had a stripe in the front, especially where I part my hair. And I also have another stripe. I almost have, and it's gonna sound weird, but I almost have more gray hair than I thought, but also less. So I kind of hoped I was all gray. But at the same time, it's kind of crazy that when I look, it's like, whoa, I have way more than I really realized. And as it grows out more and more, it's going to be more and more obvious, because our hair doesn't all grow at the same time. So whatever hair you're seeing right here could be a lot older than the hair here, if that makes sense. Like if you were to shave your legs, you can see, say you shaved your legs and then a month goes by, it grows in spurts. Some hairs will grow at one rate and other hairs will grow at another rate. So eventually, as it's been years, then it'll look potentially even more gray. And I will get more and more gray as time goes on. What has gotten me through this awkward phase is, well, one is in the beginning, I was really trying to test out a temporary hair color, which is called Overtone. There's several different brands, but I tried Overtone and I tried the purple color. And honestly, I don't really like the color because it turned out to be almost highlighter Halloween purple, but it did fade out to a cool pastel. But I feel like they also sell natural hair colors, so I kind of want to try their brown or black color. I want to try their black, I think, and I wonder if that would make the transition easier. I cannot find anybody on the internet who's done that. One thing also too is I tried to do it in the past, and now I realize that the reason I couldn't stand it then is because my hair was a warm brown tone, and warm colors are the opposite of gray. So gray and the warm brown clashes dramatically, so it looks a lot harsher to the eye. And now this time around my hair was a lot darker and cool toned, so I feel like the transition doesn't bother me as much. Although my ends are pretty brown, maybe you can see how weird it looks together compared to the top of my hair. So if you haven't started growing your gray hair out, I would potentially dye it one last time and make sure you dye it an ashy tone or a cool tone and get all the warm tones out of your hair. But at the same time, sometimes people go blonde and I feel like that's warmer. I don't know, but that's just what helped me. And the most important thing that gets me through this journey, because again, I don't necessarily like my hair like this. I much prefer it darker, but I'm looking towards the end goal. I really feel like once it's all grown out, once I see what my real hair looks like fully grown out, I will like that better than the dark hair. But this transition phase, I don't know if anybody likes the transition phase, but the most important thing that keeps me going, and this might sound creepy, but I have an arsenal of people's photos that inspire me. So I'm going to show you the pictures of these people that have inspired me so much to continue forward, because they went through years of the tedious growing out process and it paid off so dramatically. Look how beautiful these women look with their natural hair. It's just wow. So that really keeps me going, the end result. And so if I were you, I would definitely start collecting and hoarding as many inspirational pictures or videos or whatever you need to keep you going, because honestly, that's what helped me out so much, because these women didn't look this amazing while they were transitioning. They had to go through so many years of awkward phase, and some of theirs were a lot more dramatic than mine. So if they can do it, I can do it, and I really think it's worth it in the end. So that is all that I have for this video. Let me know if you have any questions that I can address in my next video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon.